Guys, someone mentioned to me that if Mikey Garcia can pull off an upset against Errol Spence, which will be a massive upset, the fight between him and Pacquiao becomes humongous. Listen, just say if Mikey Garcia does pull off the upset against Errol Spence, I don't think it'll happen, but if it does, I do think the fight between him and Pacquiao, and I actually think that if Mikey Garcia beats Errol Spence, right, I think there'll probably be a rematch clause, so he'll probably have to fight Spence again, but I do think the fight with Pacquiao becomes huge, and I'm pretty sure Garcia wants that fight. I think Garcia would love to fight Pacquiao. He would love to fight Pacquiao. And if he beats Errol Spence, he'd be very confident to beat Pacquiao as well. Again, I have said that I think stylistically that Pacquiao's all wrong for Mikey Garcia. But if he can... I don't think he beats Errol Spence, so I think that fight is going to be squashed, right? And I do think Mikey Garcia, if he loses to Errol Spence, depending on how he loses as well, his pulling power is going to go down against... his pulling power is going to go down, and I don't think the Pacquiao fight would have as much weight as if he wins or if he fights him now. I do think that, before he took on Errol Spence, I think Mikey Garcia should have fought a Pacquiao. I don't think Mikey Garcia should have gone straight in to fight someone like Errol Spence, as big as Errol Spence. He should have fought a Pacquiao before. And to be honest, I don't think he would have beaten Pacquiao. So I can see why he's doing it. If he had gone in with Pacquiao, he probably would have got beat to Pacquiao, in my opinion, right? Then the Spence fight's not there, where he's thinking, I'm going in with Spence, right, who's the best in the division. If I can beat Spence, right, I'm the man in boxing. As Robert Garcia said, that if Mikey Garcia beats Errol Spence, he's the biggest star in world boxing. I'm not sure about that. I don't think he'll be the biggest star in world boxing. But he'll definitely be up there as one of the biggest. I don't think he'd be ahead of Canelo or Joshua if he beats, if he beats Spence. But I definitely think he'll be up there. But I think a fight between him and Pacquiao should have possibly happened before the Spence fight, because it's definitely not going to happen after, unless he can manage to beat Spence not just once but twice. But I think the fight he should have tested the waters at welterweight with a Pacquiao, and I think Pacquiao would have probably taken that fight, and it would have been quite a big payday because Garcia's got a big name, and let's not forget the guy that Pacquiao's fighting, Broner, Garcia beat him. So I do think Garcia wasn't that big a name in boxing, but I do think of late Garcia has made his name over certain wins, big wins that he's got. I think he's made a little name for himself, and I think that fight between him and Pacquiao would have been big. And I think he should have tested the waters with a Pacquiao. But again, I think deep down he probably knows. And I don't think he beats Manny Pacquiao, if I'm totally honest with you. I don't even think Mikey Garcia beats an Amir Khan, if I'm totally honest with you. So let alone, I think Khan beats him, if I'm honest with you. But then having said that, Khan on his night could probably beat any welterweight. If he fights the perfect fight, he could beat any. So this is what I'm saying. I think Garcia should have fought someone like that first, like a Khan or a Pacquiao, somebody at that level, right? And then gone in to fight Errol Spence. But this guy's gone in and fought, looking to fight the best, when he's not even fought like the medium guys, or you'd say the B. He's gone in with an A star. He hasn't even fought the B and A class fighters in that division. And I think he's going to come up a cropper, like at least fight somebody, Pacquiao, I think, but the thing is, I think it's one of them, innit? Like, you go in with a fight in the welterweight division, you're going up two weight categories against all of the welterweight fighters are good. You're risking it. Why not risk it against the best? Whereas if you lose, people say, well, he went up two weight categories and he fought the best in that division and he lost. People were expecting him to. And I think that's why he didn't fight Pacquiao, because Pacquiao is not considered the best in the welterweight division right now. Errol Spence is. So he's thinking, I'll go in there, fight Errol Spence. If I lose to Spence, right, I can always go back down, fight a Lomachenko, go back down to my weight category, or maybe even get a fight with Pacquiao. I don't think so. I don't think Pacquiao will be interested in Mikey Garcia. I think he would have been interested before. He would have defended his WBA regular title against Mikey Garcia. But Mikey Garcia wanted to fight Errol Spence, which for me is a very, very dangerous fight. And I think the Pacquiao fight would have been more realistic. It would have been a guy probably his size. Again, I think Pacquiao beats him. I've said it before, I don't think Mikey Garcia beats Pacquiao. But I think that's the fight he should have taken before Spence. You know, but leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.